today I'm going to be taking a look at the Action Man Operation SOS from 1996 and also the SOS kit from 1997. So let's take a closer look and see what it actually came with. So first off, we're going to look at the Operation SOS figure itself. It's quite a basic figure and not too much came with it, so it should be quite quick to go through. It did come with an Uzi with a folding stock. You can get that in there. There is quite a lot of nice detailing in there. This is a good gun, I do like this one. It holds it really well. One of the things that always is missing off these though is generally the folding stock itself. So they can be quite easy to find, just the Uzi, but the folding stock can be a little bit rarer. Then if we move on to the figure, he has got a moulded top which comes down to his waist. There's no waist articulation in this figure. His pants are just a piece of Velcro. No clip on the top there, but it has got a nice camo design all the way through. Okay, his boots. Now, I'm not sure whether he came with this style of boot, which has the line across the toe cap, or if it came with the same style of boot, which has just got the plain toe cap. Obviously, when you see them new in box, you can't really see his feet, so it's hard to tell. I've seen lots of pictures of them on the secondary market, and it comes with a variety of either of those boots. So maybe they did both at some point, or maybe it just came with one. People aren't sure on sticking anything on. So if you do know an answer to that question, could you stick it in the comments below for others to see too? That'd be great. And then if we go on to articulation, we've got the arms which just go up, and then this arm goes up as well. That hand's held like this direction, and that one's like that. And then the head's just on a swivel, and then like I say, we've got no waist articulation. The legs do come up. They were the rubber legs, so you got like 3 points, and then no toe articulation in this one, so it was quite a basic figure. And then also included in this set, you got 4 proper plasters that you could use yourself, with like an Action Man logo on. And then you got the sheet as well, which came with like stitching, it came with wounds, and it came with like plasters. Unfortunately, I don't have a fresh sticker sheet. That was one that was a plaster. I don't have a fresh sticker sheet to show you. You can see them online, but obviously children, when they get them, they stick them straight on the figure, so they're going to be quite difficult to come across. But all in all, they added to the look of the figure itself. A couple more stickers to show you here. I've got one on the hand which is like a stitching, and then we've got one on the back here. Mine's got a little bit of white stuff on. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. And then that's it basically for this figure. He's got this logo on the front as like a kind of medic symbol, but it looks like he needs a medic more than being the medic himself. So let's move on to the next bit. Okay, time to move on to the SOS kit. We did get this bandaged foot. You can see here, and what it does is there's 2 clips on either side. You pull it open, and the Action Man's foot will just fit in there. There's lots of pegs on the side. Sometimes these bits can be snapped off after time, so just keep your eye out for them if you're buying on the secondary market. And the idea is you just get his foot, slide it in, and then make sure there's no material around the side because it won't close properly. Like this. Easier said than done sometimes. There we go. And that just locks into place, and that fits on really well. He can stand up with that. Also included in the SOS kit was 2 crutches, or a set of crutches, and we get the Action Man logo on here and on the other side there. This is all moulded in plastic. This bit here is actually metal. It is supposed to have the bend in it too. Sometimes these can be quite corroded. I have got another set which is really badly corroded and rusty all the way along, and then we've got a plastic cap that goes on the bottom, and he holds them really well. If I just pop it into his hand like that, it is quite easy to do. It's just difficult on camera. And then prop him forward, and it does hold him up if you get them aligned properly. Nearly. There we go. So yeah, he can hold himself up on those nicely, so that's a good functionality with those. Then the other part of the kit that we get a blood bag which has got an Action Man logo on it with the same symbol that goes on the front of his SOS top. And then also we get a wrist strap, arm strap there, like kind of tourniquet thing, and you can just pop that on, and it clips on nicely there. And you might have noticed with the blood bag, it had a hole just in the top, and that's so you can actually hang it up if you wanted to, just there. So another thing included in this set was this like carry-all. It does come with like an oxygen tank on the side, which is supposed to be a clear rubber, but mine's actually yellowed over time. Then we get this mask, which just pops off with a bit of elastic. My elastics go in as well, so it's leaving white residue everywhere. It's quite sticky. And that can just pop in and out if you wanted to, and it stores onto the side there nicely as well. Also, this box does open up, and if you have your blood bag, this is a spare old one, that can just be stored in there, or you could probably store the mask in there. It wouldn't fit both in, unfortunately. And then the hole that I mentioned on the top of the blood bag, that just clips onto the side here, so if he was administering blood to somebody, he could hold this up high and they'd be laid down, and that would just go into their body, I'd imagine. This set also came with 4 human plasters that you could use for yourself if you wanted to. I don't know if they were sterile or just for play functionality. I'd imagine they were just for play and said not to be used for medical reasons. And that just clips on there. Obviously, if he's in the crutches, he shouldn't really be having the blood administered to him, but that's all the kit that came with it. So that was Action Man Operation SOS from 1996 and SOS kit from 1997. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Rawpain reviews.